Good morning and welcome to another edition of Awaken the World.ca. My name is Garen and today is February 1st and it's our official launch date. Now, the only reason we're doing that is because it seems like everyone does it. So we thought, why not? We don't seem to have any rockets, however, but that's okay. Um, our goal and our only goal is to see the species awaken and awaken soon. And I'm going to switch into first person as I do in the blog post that will come with this video. It is my preferred style of writing. I feel it's more personal and more direct, and it allows me to speak from that higher place more easily. Our species is nearing a critical period where the decisions we make are going to have long-term devastating effects if we're not very careful. Now, I know this isn't new. But the only way I can put it is the, sorry, the dog's having a good drink out of the water bowl behind me. The only way I can put it is this, I've seen it, it's on the horizon for us, and we have an opportunity to deal with it as a species. But before I get to that, I want to talk about hope. You know, I don't want anyone to mistake my point of view as being one of doom and gloom, nor is it sunshine and roses. There simply is no I here to come from either one of those two places. The place I come from is the place of the observer. Am simply watching what is. It's a view from a place beyond the mind. Hope is never in question, and neither is the ultimate result. You know, perhaps it's better that we consider the whole of existence as essentially a giant intergalactic TV show. And right here on this earth right now, we're in the middle of one of the best series ever, okay? Those watching us are on the edge of their seats in the same way that we get right into an action movie or find ourselves tearing up in a romance or a sad scene. We, as the actors, unfortunately, have totally lost touch with the fact that this is a show. Ultimately, everything is perfect, and no matter what steps we take, the mountaintop will be reached. But this does not preclude the opportunity that we have before us. In prolonged Satori moments during some of my deeper meditations, I see two distinct futures just over the horizon for the species that we term humankind. In the first, we collectively raise our vibration and propel the entire species into a new awareness. We awaken to the higher self, and we simultaneously heal the damage that we have done to this consciousness we call Earth. I wish I could convey to you the sheer delight the entire universe will enjoy if this is the future we choose. As I said, all the watchers out there are on the edge of their seats. That's one of the reasons why there's so many people on this earth right now. Soul after soul after soul. Conscious entities from across the universe, all parts of the creative whole, are being attracted here on both sides of the coin. It's a magnificent thing, and most of us are blissfully unaware that the gradually and more the whole of the eyes of creation are turning upon us to see what we're going to do. In this brilliant future, I see a world united by the experience that we are indeed one. A planet where by virtue of being born on its surface, you are accorded the same rights as all beings. A species that finally recognizes to even leave one uncared for is to damage the whole. the creativity that I see in this possible future for us, where no longer is 2/3 of the population spending their energy simply trying to survive. Now, all that energy goes into becoming what it is you wish to be, bringing out and magnifying and glorifying the gifts that each individual possesses that contribute to the whole. Each and every member of the species there is provided for. There's no monetary economy, it's a resource-based economy. Every opportunity is given to grow and expand. And hovering above that planet, you feel nothing but peace and contentment and love. There's a harmony there that doesn't exist here right now. That was door number one. Door number two is not so pretty. And again, it must be clear, this is all about choice. We have been here before, time and time again. There is no fundamental difference between the entirety of the Earth's populations today and the Empire of Egypt, for example, or Rome, or the Atlanteans, or the Lemurians, or the Sumerians, or the Mayans. In this second future, humanity failed to recognize that it was a shift of awareness that was required. And we're going to talk a little more about that after. The immense negative field of our collective ego that has bathed this planet in its negativity for thousands of years became too much weight for our Earth to bear. Geophysical events grew in proportion to our own fear, and the more we began to struggle as a species with environment change and wars and famines and disease, the worse things became. The Earth had to shed that cloak, and the only way to do so, quite naturally, was to knock the species back. And we were. Humanity still exists there, but in minute numbers in comparison to today. And disease and contamination are the primary concerns for those left. Hovering above that planet, it's all fear and isolation and loss. Now again, I must emphasize that whatever our choice is, it's our choice. And it doesn't mean the end, and it doesn't mean we're not going to get where we need to go. But we have an opportunity to do it without all the suffering. We live in a quantum universe. The best way to explain, and again, the finger that points to the moon is not the moon. Keep in mind, we're trying to use labels, frozen, static devices, words, to try to describe that which, quite frankly, is beyond description. Neither of these two futures is set in stone, and yet there is a certainty that there will soon be an event on a magnitude beyond current imagination or fear. It's going to be our choice which of those events we're going to experience. This is because the infinite sea of consciousness, the Creator, the whole God, it has no judgment. The end is never in doubt. freedom of choice is always ours. All possibilities exist simultaneously, just like the start of a brand new TV series, okay? Over time, thousands and thousands of episodes later, the set we call Earth has taken a really heavy hit from the misuse. The actors don't seem to want to play so well together anymore. Now, in the final episodes, our past choices have left us few options. We don't really know how many more seasons we have left. Of course, it'd be really convenient just to blame the network, right? The network head, God, the creator. But it's our choice. It does not matter whether we are aware of the choice or not. We are making those choices in every moment of every day. One of those two futures is going to manifest itself, and it is not far away. My fondest wish is to see humanity make the marvelous leap forward we're capable of. You know, there's no need for the suffering that we allow, and make no mistake, we allow it to continue. Raising the conscious awareness of the species is paramount, and quite frankly, it's the only thing that matters.